pretty much see what happened to us tonight in practice. You know, we just got out of our routine and we just struggled. And you know, I knew it was going to be a tough game because they stretch out and you got to be engaged, or they're difficult. They played some good teams close. UNC Greensboro beat Georgetown. They played to the last possession. They're a hard team because they spread you out and they shoot it, and they shoot a high volume of threes. Which, if you're not really on it, you can get stung, and we got stung.
And then when you say you can see this in practice, I mean, in your experience, is that something that you can change when you get into a game like this, or that's something that, you know, your kids have to learn on the floor like they did in the first half tonight?
I think you can't turn it on and off. I think if you practice well, you usually play pretty good in the game. So I cut way back the last 2 days because they scared me. They were dead as a doornail, you know. So I tried to get them emotionally engaged because I figured physically we're good enough. But we looked tired, you know, really, to be honest with you. But we rallied ourselves in the second half and played a little bit better, but mostly because we threw about 1 foot from the basket and took advantage of our size.
It seemed like in the first half you were feeding the post, and it was resulting in some turnovers, maybe some missed shots. Was that just, you know, their defense being a unique defense, or
Not really. I mean, when you get post doubled, we have spots that we get to, and we did a bad job of passing out of those doubles. And I've been an inside-out coach my whole career, so I'm pretty good at getting them in good spots. But we threw it to the wrong color uniform.
is that a result of the guys not being in those spots, or is it
A little bit of
is it
both.
on Mike and Bailey to
A little bit of both. I thought, you know, one thing we tell our guys is if you take one cut and you're not open and they're in trouble, you gotta take another cut. We didn't take another cut. But then we just threw a couple too. You know, but the thing is the advantage we have in our conference is we can score down there. Very few people throw it in there like we do. So we know that we're gonna get double teamed. So like we have to get better at that if we're gonna win the league. We have to become a team that can handle that. Like I told him tonight, I said defensively we're better than our team at Akron. But when we got doubled at Akron, we made them pay the price. So we have to get better at that. Like we're a little erratic.
Mike played 34 minutes today. Just was that as much just riding the hot hand, him staying out of foul trouble, necessity? How would you view that?
He played too much. He made a lot of, you know, what I would call soft defensive plays that allowed threes, because he's capable of stepping out and guarding a point guard and contesting the three and covering the drive. He's that good an athlete. And he gave up probably 3 threes just because he was a little bit tired, but we couldn't really get him out of the game because Bailey really wasn't great, right? And it was a close game, and he was the guy scoring on the block. So it's kind of a give and take. But as he gets in better shape, we'll be better. He's a good player now. He's about 60% of what he could be. But he's a talented guy. He just has to become a little more emotionally stable and get in better condition, and he can be a pretty high level player.
7-0. I think he said it's the first time in 40 years. Does that mean anything to you, the first time in 40 years thing, or is it just kind of a stay in the tunnel?
I don't think we played a great game yet, but we played good enough to win, and I feel like we're still just scratching the surface. Like I hit him really hard on practicing better after the game. I said, look, you're going to get bit eventually. Reminds me of the Lakers. I watch the Lakers a lot, you know, because of Braun, and my son watches a lot, and they kind of just hang around, don't play great, and then they turn it on, but that isn't good enough. But I give our guys credit. When their back's against the wall, they play pretty good. Maybe we shouldn't just keep scoring. We'll put 20-0, give them 20 points, we'll probably play a little better. But I think we'll play better once we get back into our routine. But the problem we have is our schedule's kind of choppy right now. You know, we play, Monday, and then we don't play again for, another 6, 7, 8 days, right? I don't know.
Monday, Saturday.
What's that?
Monday, Saturday.
Monday, Saturday. Like I like them. I think the more they come fast and furious, the better we'll be. Once we get, I think we'll be better. I thought Maceo played better in the second half. I didn't really like him much the first half. I thought Sincere was gutty. Sincere was puking at halftime. He's been sick for 2 days, and he did a great job considering.
How do you look at Sin's assessing Sin's minute count through 7 games, just trying not to overuse him, but understand his importance to the team and acknowledging the closer to 100% health?
I mean, he was sick. I mean, I don't really buy all that load management stuff. Look, if Braun's 34 years old and they aren't load managing him, he's going to be 35. I mean, guys want to, the good ones want to play, man. He wants to play. So I took him out tonight to try to get him a rest or two, and he kind of yelled at me. But he's got to stay fresh. I mean, we got enough guys that we should be able to keep him fresh.
What did Michael land on Ashton's hip there or something when he came from
Got
behind?
need in the back. So he's a loss. Like, we need him out there defensively. He gives Maceo minutes. He's going to be a good player. He's not all the way there yet, but he's going to be a good player.
Do you, I mean, I know it's soon. Do you know any severity of that with Ashton, or it looked like he was having some trouble walking after the game?
I really don't. I stay in my lane. I'm only good at a few things in life, and one of them is not being a doctor or a trainer or anything else. But he's a tough kid. He'll come back and play eventually. I don't know if he'll play on Monday, but he'll play eventually.
Can you speak to what Lamar Norman gives you? It seemed like he had a lot of high energy plays, I guess, tonight. Is that kind of how you view his role too?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't shoot it great tonight, but I like Lamar. He's a great kid. He plays hard. He doesn't complain. He's a high character guy. And we got to figure out ways to get him more shots. He's a volume guy that if he gets volume, he's going to make. But part of that is throwing out a post. Anything else? Appreciate you guys. 7-0 in bad. We'll take it.